The Board of Education addresses schedules and personnel needs, and the Agricultural Development and Farmland Preservation Trust Fund awards more than $4.6 million for projects. Plus, we have an exclusive interview with Daryl Kuhn about an upcoming benefit show. That and more all coming your way on your Friday edition of Live at 5. Richmond County's nightly news starts right now. Welcome to Live at 5, brought to you by Richmond Community College. I'm Matt Harrelson. You can now register for fall classes at Richmond CC. Visit richmondcc.edu or call 910-410-1700 to learn more. Let's get right to it now for tonight's top stories. A called meeting was held at the Richmond County Board of Education at 118 Vance Street in Hamlet on Tuesday, July 17th at 5 p.m. A quorum of school board members was present for the meeting, which was called to order by Board Chairman Wiley Mabe. Business items followed as some changes were requested for the 2018-2019 school calendar by Dennis Quick, Executive Director of Auxiliary Services. The Professional Development Day scheduled for January 29, 2019 needs to be moved a day later to January 30th to better coincide with the Richmond Community College calendar. A similar request was made for changing a Professional Development Day from February 19, 2019 to February 20th for the same reason. This request was approved with no opposition. Dr. Julian Carter, Executive Director of Human Resources, presented the personnel report, which included requests for new teacher hires. The report was accepted by the school board members, and according to Dr. Carter, there are still some openings available in the school system. However, teacher positions are directly related to the number of students enrolled at their respective schools. Unfortunately, there has been a decrease in enrollment, and that directly impacts the number of personnel needed. A request was made to change the date of the regular August meeting, and after some discussion, board members agreed to the date of July 31st at 5 p.m. With no further business, the meeting was adjourned. The North Carolina Agricultural Development and Farmland Preservation Trust Fund recently awarded more than $4.6 million to help communities across the state protect farmland and promote agricultural enterprises. Conservation easements were obtained on nearly 2,600 acres of land across the state through the grants. The North Carolina Beehive Grant Fund awarded $25,000 for 17 grants. These grants are for certified beekeepers for beehives and materials to create beehives, with a maximum grant of $2,400. The North Carolina Beehive Grant Fund received over 340 eligible applications, totaling over $500,000 in grant requests. Neither Richmond, Scotland, Moore, or Anson counties were on the list for either grant. When we return, Daryl Kuhn will be joining me in the studio to talk about a boy named Thomas who is in need of surgery and how Daryl's wrestling organization will help Thomas's family raise the funds to help him. It's coming up right after the break, so stay tuned to Live at 5.
Joey Bennett, I'm the facility manager and director here at the Cole Auditorium at Richmond Community College. Last June, we had a razor pipe to bust and filled parts of our auditorium with water. We called HCI. They were on the scene easily within an hour. Just a wonderful job by Tim Hayden and HCI's staff handling all the logistic of the destruction that had been left behind by the water.
Exit Realty Platinum in Rockingham has listed one of the most beautiful homes in Richmond County. Located in Rockingham on Ledbetter Lake, the home features 4 bedrooms with bamboo floors and a kitchen featuring stainless steel appliances and granite countertops, and a master bedroom that overlooks Ledbetter Lake, along with a spacious tile shower and the attached master bathroom. The open living space leads to the back deck with a perfect view of Ledbetter Lake, and the property features its own boat dock. Want to see this beautiful home? Call Nicole Hayden with Exit Realty Platinum, your source for homes in Richmond and Moore counties.
Welcome back to Live at 5, and we're being joined by Daryl Kuhn, who is the commissioner of CWE, which is Carolina's Wrestling Entertainment.
Yep,
so
Carolina's Wrestling Entertainment.
We appreciate you joining us again. Now this time you guys got another benefit show coming up, so tell us all about it, Daryl.
Okay, it's for a little boy named Thomas Berry. He's from Rockingham. He has 170 seizures a day on average. And it damages his brain just a little bit more each time. It drops his blood pressure. Gets pretty bad for him. And he's going to have a surgery. And this surgery, if he doesn't have it, they told him, his family, that he might have a year if he's lucky. So, of course, all the costs associated with that, his family will be out of work. They'll want to stay with him at the hotel. So they're going to need some money. So we're trying to raise some money to help them out.
All right. So how did you guys find out about Thomas?
He came to some of our shows. He's
Okay.
he's a big wrestling fan. He loves them. He's one of those little kids. He smiles at you, and he's got you right there.
Right.
And he come to our shows, and we never knew. And then his dad said something about going for some tests, and the East Coast Outlaw Dino James asked, what? Mm-hmm. And he told us, and of course, right then our heart went out to him, and we was like, we got to help this kid.
So I'll ask you about the specific details in here in just a minute, but are there any specific matches that you could tell us about that people can expect?
Well, we're going to have the first ever Thomas Berry Over the Top Battle Royal.
Okay.
And we're going to have a AIWF, which is Allied Independent Wrestling Federations. It's a group, a league of sorts that take the best of the best in independent wrestling all over the country, and they're having the Ringmaster tournament.
Okay.
And they've asked us to take Cruz Biddle and Dino James and pit them against each other for a chance to advance in that tournament.
So is Dino Thomas's favorite wrestler?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
he loves the East Coast Outlaws.
ECO's a good one to pull for. Now, as I mentioned, give us some details as far as where it's going to take place, how much tickets are, all that good stuff.
Okay. It's in McCall, South Carolina, at the McCall Pentecostal Holiness Church. That's at 400 South Main Street, McCall, South Carolina. Tickets are $10 for adults, $5 for children. The door open at 6. Bell time is 7:30, and it's of course Saturday, July 21st. And we are asking everybody to bring out signs, not for the wrestlers, but for Thomas.
Okay.
Purple is the color for epilepsy, so we're going to have Team Thomas, Go Thomas, We Love You Thomas. Any kind of support or love you want to put on a poster, using purple for him. And the best poster, we're going to let Thomas pick the best one. And the best one is going to win 4 free tickets to our next event.
Awesome. Of course, are you guys encouraging people to also wear purple to the event?
Absolutely. Wear purple.
All right. Sounds good. Well, again, the Thomas event's coming up very soon in McCall, South Carolina. Excuse me. So, obviously, some exciting matches to look forward to, and I'm sure some more that will be added to the card between now and then. So
there's going to be a lot. It's going to be action-packed.
All right. Well, once again, Daryl Kuhn, the commissioner from CWE, we appreciate you joining us again.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is all about rustic home decor and gifts. You will always find a variety of unique antiques, vintage, and new items in our shop. Come and see our selection of housewarming, new baby, and wedding gifts. For the man in your life, we have many collectibles, Boker knives, and leather. And ladies love the jewelry, purses, candles, hats, and t-shirts. We also offer a 30-day layaway program. Come and experience shopping at Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts.
Today's Live at 5 weather report is brought to you by McNair Auto Sales. And taking a look at the map behind me, lots and lots of rain expected over the next few days. But let's look at the highs for tomorrow, beginning on the eastern part of the state. Down in Wilmington for tomorrow, a high of 85, high of 83 in New Bern, and a high of 84 up in Greenville. Towards the Raleigh-Durham area, again, a high of 83 expected there as well for tomorrow. In Clinton, 85, and an 88 high for Lumberton tomorrow as well. Moving into the Sandhills area, for Southern Pines, you can expect a high of 87 tomorrow with a high of 81 in Laurinburg and a high of 89 in Rockingham. So a little discrepancy between degrees tomorrow between Rockingham, Southern Pines, and Laurinburg. Now, heading towards the western part of the state, over in Charlotte, you can expect a high of 86 there, a high of 84 in Greensboro, and a high of 84 as well in Hickory. But as I mentioned at the top of the segment here, lots of rain expected. As you can see, a lot of clouds, a lot of periodic thunderstorms throughout the next few days. Now, speaking of that, as we take a look at the 5-day weather forecast for Saturday, a 40% chance of rain here in Rockingham with a high of 89 and a low of 71. Same thing across the next 5 days. 70% chance of rain on Sunday with a high of 87 and a low of 72. That percentage of precipitation is going to stay the same throughout the next 3 days. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you can expect all 3 days a 70% chance of rain. So expect some thunderstorms throughout the day, mostly later on in the afternoon and in the early evenings. But on Monday, a high of 85, a low of 73. For Tuesday, again in the low 80s with a high of 82 and a low of 71. And on Wednesday, a high of 84, low of 71 that day as well. So again, make sure to have your umbrella ready and make sure to have your rain boots out along with your flip-flops. Now when we return, the Richmond Rattlers continue to dominate on the mound with their 10th straight win. I'll tell you all about it when we return to Live at 5.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
McNair Auto Sales is the place to buy your pre-owned car, truck, or van. To be the best, it takes big selection, friendly staff, and great pricing. We guarantee a no-hassle buying experience, and financing is available right on site. So come see us today. We're located at 1026 East Broad Avenue in Rockingham. And remember, with over 40 years of experience, you know McNair is the name you can trust.
Hello, I'm Tammy Benson, and this is Nancy Bowling. And we're here to tell you about the wonderful service at hospice and what they have to bring. From the nursing services to the medical director, to in-home aides, to a chaplain, to bereavement, to everything you can imagine, they were there to take care of it.
I cannot think of how the experience with hospice could have been any better professionally, spiritually.
The Richmond Rattlers senior baseball team tied its season-high run total on the road at Southern Lee Thursday and extended its winning streak to 10 games in the process. Hot off a narrow 2-run win over the Cavaliers the night before, Richmond's bats exploded for 15 runs on 12 hits to defeat Southern Lee 15-6. 6 of the Rattlers' hits went for extra bases, all doubles, and rising senior Jake Ransom led the way by collecting 3 doubles and 4 RBIs in the win. It was the second time Ransom has plated 4 RBIs in a game this summer, the other time coming in a 13-3 win over Pinecrest on June 20th. Fellow rising seniors Brett Young and Nolan Allen rounded out the extra base hitting affair. Improving to 10-2 in Central Carolina Scholastic Summer League play, head coach Ricky Young's team continues to battle game after game with a revolving door of players at different positions. Like in Wednesday's game, the Rattlers were without several of their starters Thursday, and it was another rising junior left-hander who got the nod on the hill. The CCSSL schedule is winding down as the Rattlers only have 2 games remaining. They'll look to finish the season on a 12-game winning streak as they'll play a 2-game set against Lee County next Tuesday and Wednesday. Tuesday's game is on the road in Sanford, and the season finale is home Wednesday. Both games are scheduled for 7 p.m. And that's going to do it for today's edition of Live at 5, and if you haven't already, be sure to download the Richmond Observer app for your iPhone and Android devices. And of course, be sure to tune in to Good Morning Sandhills every morning, Monday through Friday from 6:30 to 8:30 a.m. So thanks for tuning in to Live at 5. Good night and have a great weekend, Richmond County.